Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to create a project. So I'm going to create a new folder. So I'm using Git Bash terminal. If you don't have it, please install it in your system. So I'm going to right click on my desktop and I'm going to click Git Bash here. Please focus on here. We are going to create a new folder, mkdir. I'm going to name this as YouTube. You can name this anything you want. YouTube. I'm going to hit enter. Now you see this newly created YouTube folder is created for us. We are going into that YouTube folder. So cd change directory YouTube. Now I'm in that YouTube folder. As you can see, nothing in here. I'm going to clear this up. First of all, we have to create Python virtual environment. After we create our Python virtual environment, we can install Django Framework on it. So this is the standard way to create a Django project. Now I am going to create my virtual environment. To create a Python virtual environment, please use this command, python env word. I'm going to name this as word. You can name this as env or whatever you like. I'm going to hit enter. It will take some time. I'm going to type ls command. This is list command. You can see our virtual environment is created. Now I'm going to open up this folder. You can see it is created. So after we created virtual environment, we have to activate it. To activate our virtual environment in Windows, we can use this command. Source word scripts activate. I'm going to hit enter. So if you used any different name than me, make sure to put that in here. I name this as word, so my command is like this. If you are on a Mac computer, please Google it how to enable the virtual environment. So I'm using Windows, so my command is this. So our virtual environment is already activated. I'm going to hit enter again. You can see this word disappear. This is appeared because we successfully activated our virtual environment. I'm going to clear the screen. Please make sure your virtual environment is already activated. Now I'm going to install Python Django. To install Python Django, we can use this command, pip install Django, and hit enter. Please make sure your network is connected successfully. You should have to have internet connection to execute this command successfully. Now you can see we successfully installed Django version 5, which is the latest version. So we can see which libraries we are installed by using this command pip freeze. You can see we successfully installed Python Django framework. Now we are going to create our project. To create our project, use this command. I'm going to name this as my site. Please make sure to use this project name as well so you can easily follow along with me. I'm going to hit enter. Sorry, I misspelled the command. This should be start project, not create project. That's my bad, I'm sorry. So please use this command as well. I'm going to again execute the ls command. You can see our my site project is already created. So in this series we are using Microsoft Visual Studio Code and Git Bash terminal. If you want, you can use something like Sublime Text Editor or whichever you like, but in this series I am going to use Visual Studio Code and Git Bash terminal. To open up our Visual Studio Code, I am going to type this command code dot and hit enter. So you can see my site project is already created. So these are the files that created for us. Okay, I'm going to minimize it and I'm going to go to that directory, my site, and again clear the screen, ls. So make sure to go to this directory, my site, and you can see over here manage.py file. Now I'm going to execute this command to run our server. Python manage.py run server. So our development server is already started. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to open up my Firefox browser. So we have successfully created our project. So congratulations. You can break this server by Control C, and it's going to break out. Clear the screen. I'm going to close this as well because I want to go to that directory. So I'm in the current directory. Make sure you guys are in this directory as well. So this is our project. When we are working with a Django project, we have to create apps. For a single project, we can have multiple apps. So example, accounts app, blog app, likewise. So we are going to create an app. To create an app, you can use this command. I'm going to type ls command again. So I'm in the current directory. Manage.py file is over here. Clear the screen. Python manage.py start app and type the name. I'm going to name this as to app. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. So you can see over here our application is successfully created. These are the file our manage.py file is creating for us. So whenever we created a new app, please make sure to install it in settings.py file. You can see over here, you have to go to this my site directory and you can find this settings.py file. Scroll down a little bit and you can find install apps. In here I'm going to add a newly created application. To do app. Okay, I'm going to save this as well. Control S to save this. And I'm going to close this settings.py file. Now we have to create views for our application. So when someone go to the to-do application, some views should appear. To create views, we have to create templates. So in Python Django Framework, when we are creating website pages, it's always going to be a 3 steps. So one is we have to create template, and the other is we have to create views, and other one is we have to create URLs. So we are going to create template. So click this to do app, right click on it, create new folder. I'm going to name this as templates. In this directory, also make sure to create another folder. I'm going to name this as to do app. Make sure to your folder name is equal to your application. So in this directory, I'm going to right click again, create a new file. I'm going to name this as index.html. Oh, you can name this as to-do.html. I think it's better. So in VS Code, we can use this explanation mark and hit enter. You can create this HTML template, the basic template. I'm going to type to do application in the title. So let's create this is the content. Okay, I'm going to save this. Control S to save this. Okay, now we have to create urls.py file. Please click this and right click on this, and again we have to create a new file. I'm going to name this as urls.py. Okay. Now we have to go to our remember we have our project called my site, and in there we have already have this urls.py file. We have to go to this file as well, and please include this. I'm going to include path. Please follow along with me. After we are done, I'm going to explain what's going on. Okay, include please add this here and save. We can delete this comment as well. We don't need this. Control S to save this file, and I'm going to copy the entire code, and I'm going to this urls.py file that we have created inside of our application, to do application, to do app directory. I'm going to paste this, and we don't need this admin import statement. And we don't need this one as well. Going to get rid of this as well. For now, please save this, and I'm going to do application directory, to do app directory, and views.py file. Let's create a view. we have to create a function. I'm going to name this as home. We have to pass request, return render request. Please follow along with me. And I'm going to save this. Now we have to import this view in our urls.py file. To do that, I'm going to type from this directory. This dot mean is this current directory. Import views. Okay. I'm going to name this as please follow along with me. Views dot home name save this and go to your browser and refresh. It seems we have an error. We forgot to run our server. Python manage.py run server. So our view is successfully working. This is our template. So this is a basic HTML template. So let's go to our views.py file inside of our to-do application, to-do app directory. So this is our views.py file, and we already created our home view. So this is how we going to create views in Python Django Framework. So I name this function as home, so because this is my home view, and I pass this request parameter inside parentheses. So this is how we render HTML page to our web page in Python Django Framework. So return render request and to do app. So this is the directory. So we already created this templates folder. Inside of that templates folder, we have another directory as to do app. So that's why I type it in this way: to do app slash to do.html. To do.html is our template name. So this is what called dictionary, context dictionary. This is a content dictionary in Python Django Framework. So if we want to pass anything to our template, we should pass it in here, and we can access it our template. So we will do that in later tutorials. So let's go to our urls.py file inside of our to-do application, to-do app directory. So this is the file. In here we import path from django.urls, and we also import our views file in our urls.py file from dot import views. This means our dot we import this as from dot import views, because our views.py file also in this same directory as it urls.py file. So you can see I'm not passing anything on here, that because I want this URL as my home URL. So let's say we have a domain like www.todoapp.com. So someone is going to this URL, he or she will view our template that we created. So we can also pass some to do or anything you want, and to access this we have to go to this URL. So I don't want that, that's why I name it like this. So this is our home view, and I name this as home. So I'm going to undo this. So let's head back over to our urls.py file inside of our main directory, project directory. So in here we include this, and we include this path. So this is the path we created in urls.py file. So we include this to do app.urls. This simply means our to do app and urls.py file. And so this will going to reference our urls.py file. So I think this makes sense to you. So this is it for this tutorial. Our video is going a little bit long, so I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We will continue on this project in later tutorials. Please make sure to stay tuned. So thanks again.